This is a Fox News alert. We now know what two suspects in the Boston Marathon terror bombing now look like. The FBI has released the video that you're now looking at, along with the images, that two of which are side by side on the screen. Law enforcement is asking anyone in the public who may have knowledge of these two men to come forward with information. The tip line is on our screen. Here with reaction, the one and only Bo Dietl, former New York City detective, Mark Siegel with the A-Team, our medical team here at Fox, and the Lawfare Project Director, Brooke Goldstein. Guys, good to see you. You say you picked up something that nobody else has, Mr. Dietl.
You see, you need a New York detective to pick up. Now, listen, we know something about Lord and Taylor. They have time-lapse photography there. They were shooting the different segments there. I believe that was the pictures that they picked up from the Lord and Taylor. Now, you have the exact time on it. If you notice one thing, one of the photographs of the guy with the white hat, he was on his cell phone. You have a cell tower there that pings everything, and all those recordings of what those numbers are going to are pinged off that cell tower. So you can get a lot of information besides the physical appearance of them. They're now developing all the forensic information, all compiled together.
Let me play devil's advocate. Wouldn't the guy have someone else purchase a throwaway phone that these drug dealers use?
Okay, Mr. Devil. But one thing, Mr. Devil. Well, how about you get the number he's calling, Mr. Deviltation? You get it from the
maybe the only number he's calling is to trigger that bomb, Brooke.
Very possible.
Okay, well, look. I think it's extremely important that people who don't know anything about this, such as myself, don't speculate on what happened, because that basically forces law enforcement to deny it, and it gives an unfair advantage to the terrorists. But what we can learn is that we're a very confused society. Even our president cannot define terrorism. He said that an act of terror is any time a bomb is used. Really? That's not the legal definition of terrorism.
I think it drives me nuts that officially the Major Hassan case is still workplace violence when that's a load of...
And you know who the biggest victims of that
Islamic terrorism. Yeah,
the biggest victims
are the families.
That's right.
Terrorism is right there in the word itself, Sean. It's hurting civilians and getting a big impact nationwide. We see a national terrorist situation here. What I'm hoping for, by the way, is with all this media exposure, maybe these two guys are really the culprits. Maybe they won't get away. Maybe it'll be like America's Most Wanted. Maybe that we'll actually find them in time.
But maybe they'll put a disguise on.
But look, we already saw that medically. Look at the teamwork we saw with the response to the people that got wounded. I mean, Dr. King was saying today, the marathon was all about an individual. But the teamwork is about how everyone's worked to save these patients.
I agree.
We need that spirit.
But it's just funny as far as all the erroneous information that came out. First day, they got two other bombs. One was detonated and all that. I mean, that's the biggest problem here. I don't think the FBI would have released this unless they have an actuality of that picture of that guy putting something down where the crater was exactly. They have to have that linked up. I don't think this is not. But I
think they probably got the two guys.
There is one.
I trust that. But finding them is the issue.
One thing that I think that has a little leadway. Remember the battery issues? It was a remote, one of those remote-controlled toy cars with the circuit board.
You got to hurry, Mr. Angel.
Excuse me. This is important because a certain type of person develops a bomb a certain way, and that could be possibly one of the lead on to also.
All right. We got to take a quick break. Right back. The very latest and our panel straight ahead. This is a Fox News alert. As we have been reporting all night, huge developments. As just hours ago, the FBI released video and images of two suspects in the Boston Marathon terror bombings, and they're appealing to you, the public, for help and IDing these two men. And we continue with our panel. You wanted to say?
I don't want to say anything. All I want to say.
I'll go back to Brooke.
Well, no, what I'd like to say is that the people, this is now a different game. Game on. After 9/11, we worried about soft target. I did the security for the U.S. Open out in Bethpage Park, but all through the intelligence reports that I was getting,
we've been afraid of this.
They were afraid of Penn Station, subway cars. This is scary. And
this to me is this could change America as we know it forever. Game changer. Because this is what Israel Brooke has been dealing with, and Dr. Siegel, this is what they've been dealing with for many years. Soft targets, maximum terror. It could happen in the heartland next.
And if
Absolutely. We've been in a state of utter complacency. We're all very surprised that this has happened. In fact, it's a miracle that we haven't been attacked, number one. And number two, we should take the opportunity to change how our administration is dealing with the counterterrorism business. They have gone about doing everything they can to undermine the way that we identify terrorism, the way that we expose root causes of terrorism. The word Islam, the words jihad are being redacted from all terrorism.
If we get a new mayor,
that's Obama, though. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
I want to talk about the basic disregard for human life here, the evil that's involved with building a bomb that shoots nails and pellets and ball bearings, maims people low to the ground, losing legs, the worst thing in the world. So who's ever out there that we're looking for.
This is what our troops have been experiencing with these insidious IEDs.
Absolutely.
In Afghanistan.
If we go in the path we're going to New York City, the world capital, and we get this person that wants to be the mayor, and she wants to be the mayor real hard, and all of a sudden they stop and frisk, that's going to stop police officers are grabbing someone with a knapsack and going and looking.
We're going back to the days of David Dinkins.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
New York is going. People don't want you to stop.
Under Bush, $20 million to prevent these domestic IEDs, and it's been reduced to 11
Cut
million.
in half. Not only that, we have Hezbollah and Hamas both illegally airing their television stations within the United States. We have the Muslim Brotherhood advising our government on counterterrorism policies.
We're giving
what are we doing?
F-16s. How stupid a country are we? We're idiots.
We need to retain the American spirit, the courage, while at the same time being a lot smarter about this.
Yeah. But it goes back, with the gun stuff. Also, it goes back. The illegal guns are killing our kids on the street, but they want you to stop.
They're going to ban pressure cookers.
Yeah.
Pressure cookers are next. BBs, pellets. By the way, if you have a gun, I have one.
I have
7 bullets. You have 7?
Shh.
But you need a big combination to get into your gun.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Guys, thank you very much for being with us. Appreciate it. And that is